Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a while since I've made a keyboard, and I have these Let's Split PCBs that I've had sitting around for about a couple months now. So I've been wanting to put these guys together. And so I'm starting a new series for putting this keyboard together. And in this first part, I'm going to be going over installing all the electronics. So we have the diodes, the Pro Micro, the TRS jacks, and whatnot. So I'll be going over that part today. In future episodes, I will be going over how I designed the case. It's going to be a custom case that I designed. And then the final part is installing the switches and the caps. And then if people request it, I will do a follow-up review after I've played with the keyboard for about a month. That's usually my standard amount of time for me to look at a keyboard to decide whether I'm going to be using it further or not, or how much I like it. Alright, so let's get to it. So Let's Split consists of two PCBs. They are mirror images of each other. You just flip the PCB over. But each one has 23 spots for diodes. So what I'm doing right now is I'm bending the diodes and I'm sticking them into the PCB. So there is a special tip about this, is diodes only flow one direction. Just like LEDs, if you turn them around backwards, they're not going to turn on. So the proper direction to put these guys in is that there is a black line on every single diode here, and the black line goes towards the square. And so the placement of the diodes is every single point on the board is labeled for D1, D2, D3, all the way up to D23. So I'm just going to go ahead and solder all these guys on here. So now that all the diodes are soldered in for this PCB, I am just going to the other side and trimming all the wires off, and then that'll be done for all the diodes. So near where you put the TRS jack, there are 6 little solder pads. And so they all need to be soldered exactly the same way on both sides. And I soldered from the top 2 on the left side and the bottom 2 on the right side. So here's me bridging these gaps here. Next I'll be soldering on the TRS jack, which will be on the underside of the board, which is the side of the board that is opposite of the diodes. And there's just 4 little connection points to solder it on. It's really easy to do. So now I'm soldering on a header that goes on to the PCB that connects to the Pro Micro. To do this, I'm just going to insert the header vertical on the PCB and tack in one corner with solder, and then I can turn the PCB facing down so the header's on the bottom and I see the parts that are sticking out on the top, and that's just the easiest way for me to solder this header in. So the header has 2 sides to it, and to make sure that it lines up correctly, I'm putting the pins through one side of the Pro Micro, and then I'm going to slip on the headers into the board with the other sides of the pins that are already connected to the board through the Pro Micro as well. and then I can pinch the Pro Micro and the PCB and just solder it from the bottom like before. So that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed watching it. And I'm not sure when the next one's going to come out. Probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks, somewhere around there. I'm trying to get a better cadence than 1 month videos. Try to do a little bit shorter videos and try to get them out by 3 weeks now. Just push it a little bit ahead, and 2 weeks if I can. But expect probably about 3 weeks for the next video. The next time it's going to be about making the case, finishing off the 3D print because I'm 3D printing this case. And yeah, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you want to continue seeing this series. So yeah, see you next time.